Test. Test, test.
I can't hear it through the speakers. Sorry, guys. We're trying
Just
to get this.
Let me see.
Paint live, but our microphone doesn't seem to want.
The YouTube channel and see what's happening there. If we can hear it.
Okay. Trying to get this configured so we can paint live for you, but all right, so you can watch me while I'm here in my studio painting. But it doesn't seem to want to work once we actually start the webinar, the video.
Actually, don't know how to find it.
Maybe
YouTube
it's
live.
just, go to I'll go on here and see if I can. That's not actually showing on here at all. So I don't know where it's playing, but it doesn't seem to be playing on my channel.
Maybe you should try it off of YouTube, see if the microphone works.
What?
Maybe instead of doing it off of this one, you should do it off of YouTube. And see if the microphone works. There.
Let's see. Oh, it says live. Okay, there it's showing there. Oh, the microphone unmute. Oh, it says live. You can hear me now? Okay.
Go paint, baby.
I don't know if it was working earlier. Okay, so maybe we should start that again.
No, just go.
Just go?
Yep. We'll get you going here. I got you on Facebook.
Okay, so maybe we should start that.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll get you going here on Facebook.
All right, you got this on too?
Yep.
Great, Facebook. Sorry about that, guys. On Facebook, you have no idea what's going on, but on YouTube, where we have it streaming live as well, it was our mic wasn't working, but now it seems it actually might have been working, but it wasn't showing on the system that we're using to stream all this stuff. So I think we're about there. Last week we were close, and this week we're even closer to getting all this figured out. So I just had a couple of touch-ups on this painting, and to make it stronger, there were some things that were bothering me, and like these branches that seem to all be in one line right there. I don't like that. And then this tree back here, the foliage seems very strong with the warmth of the green, so it kind of pulls it towards the viewer, and it really should be pushing back the way that this tree pushes back, not to the same degree, but it still should feel like it pushes back. So I'll probably bring a branch up. I'm going to play with it a bit. It's almost finished. I like a lot of what's going on in here, but there are just some little things like that that need to be improved. So that's what I'll be doing here today. And sorry for, as far as Facebook, that we didn't announce this. We've been spending a couple of hours trying to get everything to work, so we didn't want to tell everyone we were going to do it at a certain time and then not have it work. So here we go. All right.
Is the feedback bothering you, or are you okay with it? I don't know if you can hear the sound.
I can hear that over there. That's all right. It'll let me know if something's not working, I guess. Okay. Let's see. That's all right. It'll let me know. I really need a digital video person that knows all this stuff. It's a little complicated for an artist to try to figure all these things out. Okay, I'm just getting my brushes ready to go here real quick, and then I'll be starting to paint in about 20 seconds. So we're trying to get everything worked out here so that at just about any time when I'm painting, if I think especially that there's something instructive with what I'm doing at the moment, I can just turn on my cameras and you can watch what I'm doing at that moment to learn a little bit from what I'm going through it with it. So we're getting pretty close to that. All right. And eventually, we might even get it to where we can flash back and forth between the painting and the palette. But we don't have that figured out yet. Okay. So the first thing, I just grabbed some ultramarine blue, some cad yellow medium, and a little bit of transparent oxide yellow. The transparent oxide yellow helps to give a little bit more of an olive tone, a warmer color to the foliage that I'm putting in here. So if I just break that up some, I can pull that branch up. And I think about it, I wonder if I want to entirely eliminate that one. This one's really the one that's kind of pushing across there. So let me think about that for a second. I might have been premature in eliminating that. That's the nice thing about painting on something that's already dry, is I can wipe it right off. And then in eliminating a line somewhere, like any of these, sometimes I can do that by completely eliminating the whole branch, or I might just come in with some foliage and cover it over. So there are a lot of different directions that we can go with that. So in this case, I can come back in with some orange and just bring that line back some. I still like some of the line in here. Is that already working better?
Yeah.
Breaking the line.
Oh, with the painting?
Yeah, not with
just paying attention to the beads.
Christy can't watch me paint while she's trying to make sure everything's working over here.
Actually, I can't even see the painting.
Oh, you got too many cameras in your way, huh? Right. I could always leave a little bit of that, like it's a touch of leaf or something. A little bit obnoxious. Such a long branch. It needs to have, especially when I went from thinner to thicker over here, that I like the movement through the painting that with it, but it just had some weak spots. If I can push these back by getting a little bit of a blue, it's almost like putting on a bit of a glaze with it so that it tones down that warm green and pushes it back more with the cooler blue, and then come over the top of that with a branch somewhere. Let's break up some of that. It was so big. Maybe I'll start with a.
Did you turn your other two cameras on? Did you need them on?
I did not. I did. Well, there we go. That's the nature of filming all this stuff. Okay. So if I come up
Your
through
top
there.
cameras, or your palette camera, does it need to be on?
No, because that was back in the day when my other video camera, the hard drive, stopped working. And all that stuff is stuck on. So if I start with a dark branch and break up some of that, then I can start some movement in different. I can kind of break up this space a bit so it changes it. So there's a lot of difference between this shape here. What was that just turned off? Yeah. Seems to be, although that's slow. So, all right, well, our camera just did a clicking noise. Hopefully it's still working. Okay. And then maybe even pull one up this way so we know that that branch, where it's attached.
Cindy Harris says hi.
Hey, Cindy. What I need is some lavender in here. I'll take some ultramarine blue, quinacridone red, and then create a lavender. And then I tone that lavender down. If I want to gray it a little bit, I might use some transparent oxide yellow so that it's not quite such a strong lavender color. So if my light is coming this direction, So I'm changing up the branch color as I go, not using the same mixture. By adding, I went from having more of the yellows in here, like I do in the leaves in that branch, to adding some transparent oxide yellow to come in more of this color here to match the tree trunks, and then added after that some quinacridone, just a very small touch of quinacridone red to it, to just to change up the coloration as I go along. The thing about trees is they're all kinds of different colors. They have a lot of little knots and other textural things in there. And that gives us an opportunity to create a lot of fun and interesting shapes on our trees. So with this image that I'm working on, I started this on, this was done mostly on location, and then I did touch-ups, additions to it here in the studio. I'm not using a reference image. I have nothing on my computer monitors. I'm doing everything from my imagination now. Just using my knowledge of painting on location to help guide what I do.
Hold something in front of the painting for a second to let your phone focus on it, because it is blurring out a bit.
I wish, is there any way to manually focus a phone camera? I don't know either. Yeah, that's not good. It does that. I've seen that before where it ends up all blurry.
Thank you, Alyssa. I got it. It's better now.
There's got to be some way to get that so it stays in focus, but I don't know how.
And I think we'll lose our YouTube audience here shortly.
Because?
Our battery is dead.
Is it really?
So.
Great. We spent 2 hours trying to get the camera to work, and now the battery, that's about all the battery it has.
Go until we can.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so right now I have a line here and a parallel line over here. So I need to change that up some. I try to avoid railroad track of any type lines in a painting if I can see them. Sometimes I don't notice them quickly enough. It's gone? So that's like, oh, it's not